All right, this is saying I am live. Let's find out. And I'm going to play this music. La 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 la. In jingle when the sun went down, our friends said come into town. There we go. Not to worry, you might even find yourself singing la 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 la. All right, let me put this into the holder then. Hold, that's why it's shaking because I'm holding it, trying to make sure it goes live. Oh. She likes a pony and a cheeky grin, but her friend said she loved him for years. This is a great song called "Dancing with the Fisherman" by the Murphys. The Murphys, and you can find maybe I'll put the link for that in the comments area. Really great little song, and the Murphys are really apparently there are multiple groups of Murphys. This is a trio of ladies, but they're all sisters, I believe, and her father actually was the one who actually started it. I guess maybe even a couple decades ago. I can't find out much about them, but I love that. That's a great song, and they've got some other really good tunes too. So I don't know who's here. Who's right now? It looks like nobody's here. So and this is unusual for me to do this on a Saturday, but I'm going to do a little penciling here. I know I never do penciling. What is wrong with me? How dare me? This weekend I'll be at Pioneer Days. It's got someone else's name on it. To me, if you're going to give it a name, it's got to have Shirley Cannon's name. So it's Shirley Cannon's Pioneer Days. I'm being awful, I know, because I think that the county commissioner involved somehow sponsors, but I don't know the details, and I don't care if I hear about what those are. And I think it's like, but in the meantime, it's Shirley Cannon's Pioneer Days. So I am doing a quick, do a few of these. I'll wait to see if anyone comes in here. It says chat enable. I saw that yesterday, and I never saw the chat was over on the other things. So this is right now live over on. Oops, I need my where my pin go? Sorry, there was a last minute. I made a last minute call to. Is that it? Well, what's it doing there? Um, it's in a pen holder. It's doing a pen holder. Oh, if you see, do you see the diaperine? I don't know if you see. I wish Amber was here. My stepdaughter Amber. This is actually from back. This is 30 years old. It probably has that date on it somewhere. It's probably expired in 19. Fuel for UPC. Today you can do that. But I've had this container for a long time, holding pens and pencils, and I don't know all that's in here. Oh my gosh, there's $50 million in there. Well, who cares? All right, so I'm drawing this. Oh, if I want to see comments, I've got to come over to Facebook and see, or I better be watching YouTube, shouldn't I? Well, that's where the fisherman is. Let me not do a lot of pages open. Not good. Not good to have so many pages open. I know. Hold on, let me go. Let me open this up. So in case someone comes by, someone did comment the first time I did. I didn't even know. What do I know? So it says, all right, new managing moderators can support your channel even more ways. I don't care. I have no use for managing moderators because it's just me at this point in time. Eventually, I'm going to have a staff of 50 million, but just like the money I just found, $50 million is a dollar for each person who's going to help me and work with me. Yes, I like to pay commensurate. Uh, Actually, drawing Shirley Cannon. I'm trying to. I don't know if I've ever tried drawing her before, especially so tiny. I'm used to drawing faces. So, but I'm not drawing faces much anymore. It's I'm sure folks will come up thinking I'm drawing faces again. Or Louise just called me. I just mentioned her. She must have called me. So trying to draw Shirley here. She got a big dimpley thing here going on. I've known Shirley since, well, Amber Louise was helped out at Pioneer Days back in years and years ago. She has glasses. This is hard to do because I usually like to get real close to it, and I can't do that when I'm doing this live. But also, this is the time I've been spending the day uh, doing multiple projects. Kind of where I'm good at is I put out a lot. I'm good at putting out fires because I'm good at what they call multitasking. That kind of thing. And I'm gonna put a hat on her head because she'd like if I put a hat on a bonnet with flowers. So she's gonna get a bonnet. I'm actually going to draw a few of these in case someone wants to say Shirley Cannon. Shirley Cannon's one who's really kept. And yes, there have been a lot of people involved, including me, but Shirley's one who's really she's the gung ho. Even though now she's older, can't quite do what she used to do, but she to me is still the heart and soul. Billy Morgan's kind of nursing it along, and thank God he is. But still, this is Shirley Cannon stuff. I think I don't know. I feel like giving her a parasol. I'm actually going to give her. I'm gonna do more than one of these. Tomorrow morning, I'm teaching a class of Florida history. People have been asking me to teach some art classes. I'd rather teach art classes, and I just may not. I'd rather teach some classes on YouTube about Florida history on my Swampy Florida page than art stuff. But involving this, I may do some how-to draw things just for fun because so many books are lousy. I wish Carolyn Waddle will come here. I picked up a really nifty little set here, but I don't think anyone's here. Is there? You don't know. I can't. I have no idea who's here, who's not. You'd have to comment. So you're on your own. I'm sorry. This isn't very interesting. Is this going on? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I was looking at YouTube and there's no movement. It doesn't help when I go out and go do something else. All right. Look at the picture. And I'm going to try to draw real tiny, and that's going to be really hard. This is not easy. I pull this off. I have to call Amber back after this. I know I started late. I was on the phone with our friend Melissa about this weekend. I hope to do a little on my Swampy Floor, do a little live at the class tomorrow. I really want to get the word out that I love to do these classes. Wow, I really need a thinner pen. You know what I should be using? Oh, for heaven's sakes, why am I only thinking of that now? Oh, I bet I don't have one hand either, because um, oh, I bet I don't. What's this? Well, Mangaka's a little thinner, but I really was looking for. Oh, okay, I think this works. Hold on. Why am I not using this? A ballpoint pen, of course. That gives me a thinner line. It's waterproof. Oh, it's so hard to do this. I cannot, because I'm not up against it. I'm many feet away. All right, so I'll do this here, but I probably won't do the rest of them here because it's a little too far away, and I can't get my. Really need to be up closer to it, and I can't do that. If I do, then you can't see it. Let's see if I can do this. See if I put this closer in my lap. Oh wow, I don't like how that looks. Can you see that? So it's going to be a ton of artwork. I'm not sure if anyone will watch this after I've been bagging it, getting it ready. I've been doing other things too. I've got a couple of projects that are sitting. I was working on those also today. I was where I was wearing many hats today. And I'm going to Flywheelers on Wednesday. I almost wish I didn't because I got so much to do for this weekend. But I'm afraid I won't get over there. I've been trying to get there for years, and I can't be much closer than I am right now. I could be, of course, I could be right there. I mean, this is the closest I've been at the same time. I'm actually going to do these in color too. I may, if there's a place to perch after the class tomorrow, I may just sit around and work on some of these because there's a few of these I want to do, especially just for Pioneer Days. Our friend Stephen Fuchs was in contact with me about he's going to try to be at the Antiquarian Book Fair. That'd be great. I'll have artwork there. I'm going to have artwork there, especially geared toward books. And of course, at both locations, I'll be doing free drawings. Now, one I'm drawing involving Shirley's clothing here is something she actually did. She did giant stand-ups that folks could stand by. Yeah, this is easier. If you don't mind, this is so. If I put the cap here, I'm not going to watercolor these. Okay, this is working okay. There is something on the. Should I just clean that real quick? Feel like there's something on there. Yeah, that worked. But I'm adding a parasol just because I think that's a neat thing to. So I'm going to add a book. Actually, she's done a couple of books about Pine Castle. She checks see if there's any. Yeah, that's what. If you see me do some of the watercolors I do, I typically start them in with ballpoint pen, and then I add the watercolor because these are waterproof. So I'll probably go back over this with a. Oops, I don't have it proportionally correct. There we go. Well, what's interesting? Oh, this is interesting. Reason I should do this while I'm at the homeschool tomorrow because the talk I'm going to give is about the same time period, late 1800s. I'm going to supposed to kind of talk about 1900 to about 1918, 1920, end of World War One, plus the aftermath. But the only way really to contextualize it, you have to talk about the late 1800s as the trains were coming to an end. The freezes had come in and chopped down the oranges. And suddenly, come 1900, just the state kind of settled into a weird area where it just wasn't going anywhere. Nothing was really coming together. Because as soon as like Jacksonville got together, Jacksonville was one of the first to really get itself together and ignore all this. And so it was going great guns. And then the 1901 fire came and it had to start all over again. So and this was true, a lot of fires came to most of the cities in the late 1800s. Um, and so all these cities had to, in one way or other, restart. There's a real flux in our state. And it's something that, again, the importance of studying history so you don't repeat it. We've ignored it over and over again. And so we repeated these problems, and we're doing it right now. We ignored how the state can completely collapse. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm down here. Can completely collapse. And then the boom started. And little did we know we were about to really experience what a collapse was. But the idea was don't let the people know. They keep them stupid. And it worked. A lot of people made a lot of money. And then the whole country lost it. Oh, I'm not checking to see if there's any. I don't know if anybody's here. Anybody here? Oh, hello. Hello, Andrea. Okay, hello, Caleb. Is he 25 yet? I'm guessing he's getting there. Amber Louise just called. She didn't know I was doing a live. So I'll have to call her back. So she probably has. I'm not clear. She sent me a message earlier about taking her son Corey to the doctor. So there's Shirley Cannon. And I'll paint this and have. I want to do more than one of these, but I don't know about doing any more here. This was it's a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Whoa, I'm pushing away. Oh, and actually got one there. Whoa. Uh-oh, I'm pushing a little. I got this on a. There we go. All right, let me get over. Hold on. I do have some root beer. Actually, it's the same root beer from yesterday. I didn't finish the root beer. Summit. I'm keeping my Frosties, so I hopefully can replace them soon. I've been talking all, but I don't know. We were going back and forth. I was asking her about the doctors, but she didn't respond. You got me. So I'll have to call and find out where did the I pulled a picture up. Where'd it go? Did I accidentally knock it out? And nobody is talking about this over at YouTube. Oh, I'm looking at art show racks. I was talking to our friend Melissa about that, and I'm waiting for some advice further from her because I'm going to probably make up. I'm going to need something for the larger. I've already got. Today I was bagging and backing. This is comic book terminology I'm using for artwork. Bagging and backing a whole bunch, and then just I was talking to Melissa. I found a whole nother pack of artwork. So I'm going to have this kitty mermaid. I'm sorry, I got this thing zoomed out. Oh, I guess that's as far away as I can get. And I've got a whole bunch of these bagged and back, including the one with the tulips. I don't know how much these are going to be. I'm going to put them in front of Teresa and get her thoughts. And there's the fox I did yesterday, all bagged, back, and ready to sell. But I've only got 11 of these. But I've got, it's unbelievable how much I've got here. I must have 100 pieces. I got all this. And I haven't gone over it. I want to make sure I scan it in case, someone says, oh, you have that. Would you have another one of those? I mean, I've got a ton of mermaid ones. I went nuts. I think this was 2020, and I watercolored a whole bunch of these things. There's a Dean Martin one I did as a mermaid. That was on June 7th. I'm sorry, it's 2021 I did these. A whole mess of mermaids. Or actually, these would be mermay. Last year, I did very few. Oh, there's Gar the Gold. Now, that one I won't sell because no one's going to care. Oh, that's someone else. Oh, that's Douglas from Champions for Champions. What's it doing in there? Actually, there's a whole bunch of Champions things there. Anyway, I got a whole mess. Like that'll be good to have. These are all 2021. I was going to town doing watercolors. That was supposed to be a lamb. I remember it turned out looking like a poodle. I wasn't. Sometimes when I'm talking and drawing, I kind of lose track of things. All right, so I just want to make sure I have some pioneer drawings here. That's the goal. Let me see if there's a comment here. Thank you. So I've got tons. I got a ton of it. Thing is to get it ready. I just want to make sure I scan it all so I remember what I did, what I didn't do. Okay, good. Thank you. There's 3 likes here. Raz Chapman. Raz Chapman came over from Swampy, Florida, and friended me. And I can't. I don't know if Raz Chapman was here. Thank you, thank you. And Kenley Dillard, who just does fantastic stuff live. I'm doing things a little differently here because I'm not drawing them directly. Nothing over at YouTube. I actually haven't checked LinkedIn during these lives. Oh, here. Do you see the diaperine back here? That's from Taylor Jacob days. So I've had that over 30 years. I don't know where it's been all this time. Found it in one of the boxes, but it's with me. I've lost that. I do have a lot to sell, but I want to make sure I do these Pioneer ones. That's really, frankly, critically important to me. I want to make sure because I want to really celebrate the Pioneer, and it's not just that time of basically the 1800s and around 1900. And let's see what else I can do here. I know someone I want to draw. I wonder if I can pull this off. Let me see if I can do a little quick pencil of this. Try. For a lot of folks, just doing this is tough. You know, one thing I gotta find a year ago at the Antiquarian Book Fair, my friend T. Alan Smith, he was editing my stuff over at the Sentinel back 25 years ago. I said, "Can I draw something for you?" He said, "Could you do this dog, their dog?" And I penciled it, I inked it, and I was going to paint it, and I never did. It's oh, it was handy. I better not lose track of it. So I'll make sure I have it for next week. I'm going to get it finished and give it to Alan. There have been a lot of people walking by. I've had the window open because it's actually comfortable to me outside. And I tell you, more people walk by this little apartment here, that walk by my house in Ocala probably in the whole 20 years I was there. That's how infrequent anyone was ever around where I lived. It's weird having people nearby. It's kind of like over at Pilot Mountain too. Really, you almost never see people over there either. This is a Billy Morgan. Let's see if I can. It's a lot easier to get a likeness when you draw large than when you draw small. It's hard to do it this way, very hard, especially when they're so far. Again, I've got myself back a few feet from where the drawing is. Not a few feet, maybe it is a couple feet. Actually, working from a younger picture of Mr. Morgan. I hadn't seen him in a while when I saw him last year, and he's definitely grayed, and as have I. uh, oops, this is watercolor paper, so it's not really all that forgiving for. Hello, Teresa Farrington. Yeah, well, I think this is the biggest. There's probably some more piles, especially from all these lives I've done. Yeah, Teresa's. This is stuff she's used to. I'm not, because she's done art shows selling artwork. I have, I've done I've never done, even the caricature gig thing. I just don't do it, which I'm selling things. I'm good. Now, Melissa has, so she knows her. She's extremely helpful in all this because I ain't got. This ain't my thing, and I really don't want to do it. And I know I should, but and I will, and I know. See, part of it is I know. Well, Tim Reynolds, and Teresa are coming at both ends about this, but I also know that coming next weekend, Mike Slicker, who has run this book fair for since the '70s, and moreover, his daughter and her husband all want me to be selling stuff, and they've been talking to me about it for years. So I left a message with Sarah today that Sarah Smith, no relation, I would be selling things art wise. The thing is, I don't have any help, and that's where I'm not. I don't know what to do about that. I just don't have any. I know a bunch of folks in Pinellas County, but none who'd really give me a hand with this. Oddly enough, at Pioneer Days, it's going to be kind of the opposite. I'm going to have a lot of potential folks. Really hope Melissa really knows her stuff here, but I've got some other folks too in line in case something happens. I was just joking with Tom Hockman, who actually just called me just prior to this because he's gonna try to get there. Well, good, you can help me. Maybe Tom could put up a little shingle outside the booth saying legal advice, 5 cents or something. Maybe I shouldn't him any ideas either, though. So this is Billy Morgan as a pioneer. I was going to put a dog. I don't believe Billy has a dog or even I don't know if he's ever had. I think he's had cats. So I'm not watching the chat well. I admittedly I'm not. This takes a little bit more effort than the other things I usually do. These are little. These are little three by whatever cards. And I'll put these in the sleeves also. Put a barrel by him. I don't know. He just looks like he needs some there. I'm gonna put. I only do a couple Billy Morgan ones, so in case someone else wants one. So tomorrow after I give the talk of Florida history, I'm sorry I'm not seeing chat. Okay, nothing else here. I don't know who's here. Feel free just to chime in. I like the interaction. I'm gonna put a little fish here just because it sounds funny. I don't know why there's a fish there, but it just seems silly. The dog biting Billy's leg. I'm sure he deserves it for whatever it is. That's just silly. I'll be doing some. I gotta make sure. I'm forgetting. I gotta get ready for this homeschool thing tomorrow. I'm so busy worrying about next weekend and the weekend after. Gotta make sure I get my easel. The first time I'll be using this easel outside for regular stuff. I'll add some here. I can again. I'm not drawing this like I usually would, so I'm kind of feeling myself out here a bit. See, Teresa Farrington's done a ton of these kind of fair shows. Well, though none of these are fairs I'm doing or even like it. I saw that my friend Sarah Hardy was going to Tampa Fair. I almost wish I could have joined her because I'd like to go out there and see what's going on out there. I don't see myself ever doing something like the Florida swampy stuff at the fair, though. I mean, that ain't my. I don't want to mix with the general crowd. I hope to find folks at Pioneer Days, as they tend to be people interested in history. Even the book fair, it's all folks who like the Easter thing is what bothers me. That's gonna be a different crowd. So I'm gonna put some watercolor to this old dog in there a little better. I can't do any more. I don't think I'll do any watercolor here. It's got those. There's something right there. Yes, I actually can pencil. Hello, Christopher York. Yeah. Now, you're in Pennsylvania, wasn't that it? Where were you? I forgot. Can you? I forget. No, you're here in Florida. And can you pick up the artwork on any of these things I'm going to be in? I forget what happened there. Because I'll get that picture for you. And I want to make sure I don't. I have it separated, so it's not going to go into the bin for sale. What's am I looking for here? Oh, and I think tomorrow is. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I'm yawning. I'm sitting down and I'm slowing down. I've been bouncing off walls here because I believe tomorrow is my dear friend Grace Tuning's birthday. So I'll probably do a live tomorrow and probably do something with Gracie. It's a happy birthday. Maybe I should do something for her now. Maybe I should. I had paper. Where's my paper? Hold on. Maybe I'll do that now so we can post it. Paper. I have some paper around. Here it is. Do a little happy birthday for Grace. Okay, that's bigger. Can I zoom out here? No, I want to zoom out. There we go. So I can. Well, that didn't work too good, did it? There we go. We'll do a happy birthday, Gracie. She loves angels. San Antonio, Brian Swan. So I think I'm going to be at the Easter event. I've already filled out the form, but I need 2 photos to show what I'm setting up, and I may have to wait till this weekend to have a picture of that because I actually haven't set up in 10 years. And actually, it's not going to be the same setup. So I'll probably wait till this weekend. So I should be at the date. That when is that in March? Sometime in March. Hold on, I've got the form still up here. Do. Is that it? Oh, that's not it. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of that. Well, I had the form here. I don't know where the form went. It was here a moment ago. Is that it? No, that ain't either. Oh, I've seen some things go on. Let me get rid of. I've got a whole bunch of stuff open. Let me get rid of some of the stuff because I'm getting myself. Oh, there. No, that wasn't it either. When is the Easter event? Is it? That's it. The answer is March 16th. It's coming up pretty soon. But if I can, I'm planning on being there for it. And if you can come out there, we'll do it there. Okay, Gracie Tuning, and she loves angels, and I know our friend Andrea loves angels, and I think Teresa likes that. Teresa Farrington likes angels too. Let's see, how can I do this? Do a happy birthday for Gracie. Major influence in my life. Major influence in my life. So I got involved with Pioneer Days because of Gracie. Florida history because of Gracie, which got led me to environmental stuff because of Gracie. Shouldn't be using this pen. It's the wrong pen. Hold on a second. I need another pen. I need another pen. Need another pen. Need another pen. Do I hear another pen? One more pen. All right. I hope this works. I don't know about hope, so I'm using the wrong pen. Here we go. Watch me switch from pen to pen. At the Easter thing, I plan on having a lot of bunnies. I think I think Grace will be 89 on. I may be wrong. I could be wrong. So I think I'm going to do the Easter one and then if that goes well, I'll do World War II. World War II is going to be a little trickier because I don't want to do things where I don't have. I think it's to teach history. I'm not actually trying to sell artwork, so I want to have artwork that reflected the time period. I wish we could have done that book on Eglin Hurlburt. I was thinking I could turn those into separate little things, and I might. I certainly get the material. I certainly sure as heck can do the talk about it. The importance of Doolittle and I mean, Florida was so important to us being in the war because of the training of the Doolittle Raiders, and then also each individual base, which was somewhat covered in what third was it? How long was the movie? Trying to move this and make sure it also stays screen wise. Okay, so I know that arm's way too long. Well, trying to do all these things. Okay, this will be a cuter angel. I wish there were places to go around here that were like that are around Mount Airy and Pilot Mountain. So my arm. Some little critter must have gotten in here. I only opened the door briefly once, but that was enough, I guess. Funny thing being in North Carolina, I kept I occasionally think I'd gotten bitten, and I realized nope, I didn't get bitten. The whole time I was there, no bugs to bite me. Now, if Christopher, you're still here, can you come out to the Easter event, or you can meet me outside of it, or whatever, or I can leave it there at the. Or I can leave it with. I guess Brian's going to be there, so I can leave it with him and get it from you. The biggest thing is me trying to get some of these pieces to folks. Because one thing I don't mail things. My sister's birthday's coming up next Monday. Ken Colada's birthday a week from tomorrow. Don't forget someone else I know. Oh, I forgot. Marcia Eaton just had a birthday. Whoops. No, she doesn't really forget all about that. That was on the 15th. I'm a big birthday person. Yeah, I think last year I did something on her birthday, and she didn't see it till 3 days later because I didn't. By the time I posted it, she was late. And if not, I can leave it. I guess if Brian Swan's going to be there, I'll leave it with Brian Swan. How about that? We'll see moving around. And she likes flowers too. We'll put a flower in here just for fun. So he does flowers for Andrea's thing too. So hard to do all these different things. And I can't. I have not even gotten to the Swampy book. I want to get River of Life done for something, but I don't think I'm gonna have ready for anything. I'd love to get an Easter one done, but I don't really. Well, I definitely can't have it for March 16th. I got St. Patrick's Day. I've got one of those penciled, partially inked, all planned out, just like the Valentine's. Can't get to any of it. I'll have it. I guess it'll be next year. Unfortunate, but true. You can do better than that, but you do what you can do. I'm doing a lot over my head. And I'm looking for my gray markers, which were here. Yeah, Catherine, while looking here, I want to show her these things I picked up, but I don't know where my markers went. Hold on a second. Let me see. At least I put some grays on here. There's one hanging around here. I actually have to move this entire studio around for what it looks like right now, and I haven't had a chance to get to it yet. Oh, you know something I could have used are these. Get in the way of the. Remember these micro tips? To tell Melissa I found some over at the Dollar Tree over here or wherever I was. I thought they were gone forever, but there were some. They had some. I still got a ton left. In fact, I'm probably going to use these for the happy animal drawings I'll do at all the events I'll be at because they have enough. Most important thing is they're waterproof, which is good. Um, yeah, doing happy animals at the Easter thing is going to keep me pretty busy. Let's see if maybe Sarah knows somebody who might be able to give me a hand around Dade City in the booth, in an Easter booth. If I do it, that is. Right now, I've got the form filled out. I just need a picture. I better call Andy Warner, like Swan said. Give him a heads up that I'm planning on doing that. Yeah, Grace was city clerk in the city of Orlando for 50 years. Actually, she's also had a bit to do with me being involved in politics too. A little less involving that, but all the history stuff all came from her. Being first involved with Orlando Remember, then going on to Orlando Landmark Defense Inc. I forgot to give this one a what you call it, wings. Nope, that is too light, guys, and maybe too dark. Nope. Little Glenn Bischoff here. Well, I believe we celebrated the anniversary of his death. He died around this time a year ago. I think. No, no, no. He died because we found out a month after he died. It wasn't. Garzagool and I were talking about that. I was right. Where that brush pack was. You see me here with it, and I moved it because I'm moving stuff around. It has been. That's it underneath there. It is. Got it. Hold it. Hold on. There we go. Well, it won't get the dry brush feel, but close enough. And Grace sounds just as she did 50. I guess I first met her, 40 years ago, almost 40 years, 39. Actually, be 38 and a half because it was October of 1985. I don't remember exactly how she found out that I liked history, but I don't think it was. I don't think Jeff Parker was part of that. I think it's because I was involved with. I don't know how that happened. She was quick to get me involved with Orlando Remembered, and it all went from there. My environmental involvement really came from Rollins College when I was studying water. Just saw a really bad, stupid plan trying to do something with a Weeki Wachee Preserve. Hernando County wants to get in there and start making a big development project of boardwalks and goofball stuff. Again, a contractor's paradise. They're running out of roads to expand, so they turn to the parks to decimate. Basically, it's South Florida Water Management District giving the land over to the county to go develop basically with a number of boardwalks and things. Just leave it alone. I love more people to have access to this stuff, but all the results, I thought that certainly 30, 40 years, 30, 35 years ago, 25 years ago, even maybe. But since I've seen what's happened, and it's awful. Just leave it alone. People don't know how to appreciate our natural areas. Let's just keep them out of it to ruin them. And I'm in favor of giving more work to contractors. But I have comment on that on my political page, so I'll stop talking about that here. Hello, good night, Gracie. There you are, Marguerite. Grace Tuning, real go-getter. I hope you get over there and have ice cream with you sometime soon. I was just saying, Marguerite, that I've had the window open because it's been in the 50s and low 60s here. It's been actually cooler than Ocala. And this little apartment complex, I've had more people walk by this window than walk by my house in Ocala over the last 20 years, just today. It's a busy little area. So there, yeah, Gracie's a great lady. Oh, Marguerite, you'd love her. You guys really get along. Gracie has a great sense of humor. Now, I think I know Marguerite, you have a better sense of humor than Grace, but Grace loves to laugh. She's known for her laugh. Well, happy birthday, Gracie. I believe she turns 89. Not calling there. I'll try to call these folks all back. I'll definitely call Amber. I'm back. Yeah, there we go. Just a little bleep there. Sorry about that. Jeff Brenneman called, and I'll ask him to pay attention to when I'm. Of course, I don't usually do a live now. And why am I doing this? I'm supposed to be doing artwork for the show next week. Next weekend. Oops. I'll be in Marguerite. I'm going to do Dunellen Boomtown Days. I asked Patricia if a certain organization we belong to. Oh, you're not at the meeting, or you're just back from the meeting. Did you go to the meeting tonight? Because they actually hadn't even talked about having a booth there. I was really sad to hear the Dunellen Historical Society is not going to have a booth. They're really put out by the chamber there. The problem with these chambers and that we move people into the state is that these new people come in, take over, and they don't know who anybody is. I mean, there's in my 19 years, I saw Dunellen, the Dunellen Historical Society and the chamber work together, then not work together, then work together, then not work together. It's back to not working together. But I told Amy Sharkey that I'll have a booth there, and as far as I'm concerned, it's also their booth. So we can put some brochures there for the Depot, great museum they have there in Dunellen. Anyway, I'll send this to Gracie. All right, so how's that? Where are we time wise? Oh, it's after 8. Well, I started to. So this has been streaming over to YouTube and um, YouTube, LinkedIn. It's supposed to stream to Twitter, but I don't see it's streaming there, and I don't know why. So maybe I'll delete Twitter and I'm gonna check like a real quick, like a bunny, or see if anything's. And there's Jerry, who's here with. Actually, I'm friends with here. She does a lot more on Facebook than she does. I mean, on Twitter more than she does here. No, yeah, it didn't show up. So I'm gonna kick out Twitter from this. And anyway, I hope y'all are doing well. I'll stop. I probably will do a live tomorrow night, and I'll do some more. So involving Pioneer stuff. I did a Billy Morgan Pioneer and a Grace and oh look, they face each other. I didn't just realize that. Billy Morgan and a Shirley Cannon. We got that. I'll race these and get these colored. Thank you all for being here, being a part of things. And we'll see you down the road, maybe tomorrow, 7 p.m. if you want, as I continue to create work. I won't be doing this on Wednesday, maybe Thursday, maybe Friday. We'll see. Friday's when I'm packing up and get ready for Saturday. I got to go to bed real early. It's a long weekend, actually, as I drive back and forth. I'll see y'all later. Thank you, Andrea. And I will see you all at Rob Smith here. Bye bye. Well, I'm trying to click stop. I forgot. This doesn't work like. I gotta go over here.